the last 17 years, Marvel Comics had risen from bankruptcy to reclaim its spot on top of the comic book industry. It all looked good, with sales and reactions both on the rise. But then recently, however, Marvel has fallen back into some habits that caused them to hit bottom in the first place, failing to attract new readers, a never-ending series of crossovers, retcons and reboots. Direct market does not lead to new readers. A new series debut will always draw large orders from the comic shops, especially comics that draw mainstream attention due to the appeal to a new demographic readers. Marvel's cancellation of Silk is a prime example of this. Soon enough, a comic like Silk disappears from the Marvel solicitations, likely meaning that it has been cancelled. Comic shops are the direct market to sell directly to customers that fit that special group of people that come in to buy comics on a regular basis, and that rarely means new consistent crossovers again and again. There is an inherent problem every year with Marvel Comics. All we get as fans is yet another crossover event. And the latest has been quite the controversial one. What about all the stories that happened before? Well, after the previous year's event he was already rebooted, so it's just another reboot disguised as a linear story. And you'd have to suspect it would be nailed on that another event in the coming year may pull another big shocker reveal to spike sales. Movies and conventions don't help the comics. When the movies tell a better linear story than the comics, there's something wrong. The Marvel Cinematic Universe has been able to keep the films connected with an underlying story involving the Infinity Stones over the course of almost a decade. It was thought impossible to do that in the movie business, but it has blown up in a huge successful box office juggernaut. Too many retcons. Altering the history of characters to accommodate a new story is a good way to lose readers. One of the most notorious of these was Spider-Man's first love, Gwen Stacy having born not one, but two children to Norman Osborn, and they would be trained to kill Spider-Man when they had grown. The original plan was to have Peter be the father, but Marvel didn't want to have Peter appear too old because of it. J. Michael Straczynski, who wrote the storyline, goes back in time and damages the memory of Gwen Stacy. For what? A cheap shot to get attention. Unsurprisingly, it pretty much disgusted readers. Marvel Comics has been changing their numbering so many times that it's hard to tell whether we can all still count properly. Marvel Now. All new, all different. Marvel has announced that they are returning to their original numbering, but does it even matter anymore? Now they just have a number 1 on a book that's also numbered number 11. It's all terribly confusing. That's it. Please like our video and subscribe our channel. Thank you. Thank you.
Let it go.